Hello students, today our topic of discussion is electric dipole. Now what is electric dipole? Electric dipole can be defined like this. Suppose a charge is plus q, another charge is minus q, and they are separated by a certain amount of distance. Let's say the distance is 2L, then it is called electric dipole. So we can define electric dipole as a pair of equal and opposite charges, equal and opposite charges separated by a fixed distance. So we can say that the net charge due to an electric dipole is 0. The net charge due to an electric dipole is 0. But also we have to note one thing, that the net charge is 0, but net electric field intensity is not equal to 0. The net electric field intensity at a point due to a electric dipole is not equal to 0. Now electric dipole moment. Electric dipole moment, which is a vector quantity, it is defined as dipole moment P is equal to magnitude of either charge and the product of the distance between the two charges. Both the charges has equal magnitude, so we can take any magnitude out of them. And the SI unit of electric dipole moment, the SI unit of electric dipole moment will be given by Coulomb meter. The direction of dipole moment, this is very important for us to note. So we should note that the dipole moment is directed from negative towards positive charge. This is very important for us to understand. Electric field intensity at a point due to an electric dipole. Number 1, at an axial point. What do we mean by an axial point? Let us say there are two charges like this. Let us say this is an electric dipole. Let us say this is the negative charge, this is the negative charge, and this is the positive charge. And we know that the distance between the two charges are 2L. And let us say this is the midpoint O, such that this distance is L and this distance is also L. So this is plus Q and this is minus Q and this is the charge plus Q. If we take a point, so this line is the axis, and in this axis if we take another point P, which is suppose at a distance x from the center of the dipole, the two charges will produce their own electric field. We can say that the positive charge will produce an electric field outward, as we know that positive charges always produces electric field outward. So this is the electric field by the positive charge E plus, and in this direction there will be the electric field due to the negative charge E minus. So the vector addition of these two will give the net electric field at point P. So we can do it like this. So we can do it like this. Net electric field intensity at P. Net electric field intensity at P can be given by at P due to plus Q. E plus is equal to K Q by the distance is x minus L whole square, this much I cap. And net electric field intensity at P due to minus Q E minus will be equal to K Q by the distance, as we can see from the figure, the distance between minus Q and point P is x plus L whole square minus I cap will be the direction of the electric field. Therefore, net electric field intensity at P E is equal to E plus E minus. So one is K Q by x minus L whole square I cap plus K Q by x plus L whole square minus I cap. So we are getting KQ into 1 by x minus L whole square minus 1 by x plus L whole square I cap. So what we are getting? We are getting KQ x plus L whole square minus x minus L whole square divided by x minus L whole square x plus L whole square I cap. Is equal to KQ. We are getting this as, if we solve this, we will get x square plus L square plus 2Lx minus x square minus L square plus 2Lx divided by x square minus L square whole square. This is what we are going to get. So this x square and L square are getting cancelled. So we are getting kq multiplied with 4Lx. Here I cap is present. 4Lx by x square minus L square whole square. This much I cap. So what we are getting? We are getting kq into 2L multiplied with 2x by x square minus L square whole square I cap. And we know that this q into 2L, can be written as, P. So we are writing this finally, that electric field E is equal to k P multiplied with 2x by x square minus L square whole square. This much I cap. I hope the expression is clear to everyone. Now if there is a special case, if x is very greater than L, then electric field E equals to k into P into 2x divided by x to the power 4 I cap. So here we can write it as 3. So the electric field E is coming out to be k into 2p by x cube. So this is the expression of electric field intensity, and of course the expression of k resembles as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. So if anyone writes the formula like this, don't be afraid. It can also be written like this: E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 2p by x cube. Now we will find the net electric field due to the electric dipole at an equatorial point. Equatorial point can also be taken as the perpendicular bisector. So for that, at first what we have to do is we have to draw a dipole. Let us say this is a dipole. So there are two charges. Let us say this is a negative charge and this is a positive charge. And we know that the distance between them is 2L. Let us consider this to be the central point O. So a perpendicular bisector means at any point like this here. So P is a point taken on the perpendicular bisector. P is a point taken on the perpendicular bisector where we have to find the net electric field. So the net electric field at point P will be due to both these positive and negative charges. This is minus q and this is plus q. So this minus q charge will produce an electric field towards itself on point q. So the electric field due to the negative q charge will be like this. Let us say this is E minus, and the electric field due to the plus q charge at point P will be directed like this. This is E plus. Okay. So now what we have to do is, we have to find the electric field. Let us say this point is A and this point is B. So we have to find the electric field at point P individually for plus q and minus q charges. So we will write it like this: electric field intensity at P due to minus q charge, E minus will be equal to k q by, what will be r in this case? If we say that the distance between point OP is x, so we can write this distance AP as root under x square plus L square. So it will be x square plus L square along PA. This is how we can represent the electric field produced at point P due to the negative charge minus q. I think there is no doubt in anyone's mind. Now similarly, electric field intensity at P due to plus q charge. How we can get that? E plus equals to kq by x square plus L square. This is directed along BP. So how we can find the net electric field at point P? Therefore, net electric field intensity at P, net electric field intensity at P can be found by taking the vector addition between them. If we consider the angle between the lines as like this theta, and this angle is also theta, as this is an isosceles triangle, so we can get that this angle is how much? 2 theta, and the net electric field will be directed anywhere in between this E plus and E minus. This is the net electric field. So we can get the expression of net electric field by the formula of parallelogram law of vector addition, that is E vector is equal to root under E plus square plus E minus square plus 2E plus E minus cos 2 theta. This is the expression. Since E plus, the magnitude of E plus is equal to magnitude of E minus, that is equal to k q by x square plus L square. Since the magnitudes are same, we can write therefore E as k q by x square plus L square root under two into 1 plus cos 2 theta, which comes out to be equals to kq by x square kq by x square plus L square root under 2 into 2 cos square theta. So what we are getting? We are getting this electric field intensity E to be kq by x square plus L square multiplied with 2 cos theta. Now what is cos theta? From the triangle that we have obtained, if we apply cos theta over here, we will get cos theta as base of the triangle. So L is the base of the triangle and hypotenuse is root under L square plus x square, or x square plus L square, anything we can write. So we can write it like this, is equal to kq by x square plus L square multiplied with 2L by root under x square plus L square. And here also this q into 2L can be written as P, that is the dipole moment. And what is the expression? Is equal to Kp by x square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2. And what will be the direction? This is also very important to get the direction. This is just the magnitude. So the direction, we all know that this E plus and E minus are having same magnitude. So this will be exactly in between them. So the direction will be minus I cap. Direction will be minus I cap. This we have to remember. Why the direction is minus I cap? Since it is exactly acting opposite to the direction of the dipole moment. Okay. So this is the expression of electric field intensity due to electric dipole at an equatorial point. If we take a special case, where x is very greater than L, then what we can write? Then we can write electric field E equals to Kp by x cube minus I cap. Instead of writing this minus I cap, we can also write it like this: electric field E is equal to K P vector by x square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2, and a minus in front, which will depict that the direction of electric field is always opposite to the direction of the dipole moment. Okay. So what we have found is this point is very important. NB number 1, for axial point, the net electric field is along the dipole moment. For equatorial point, the net electric field is opposite to the dipole moment. So this point is very important for us to understand. Now number 3, at any point due to a short dipole. For that again we have to draw short dipole. Means what? Short dipole means x is very greater than L, only in that case. Now for that again we have to draw a dipole. Let us say this is a dipole. Let us say this is minus and this is plus. This is minus q and this is plus q. And we are taking any point, so this be the point P. This is O. And the distance between O and P, let us consider the distance as R. Okay? What is the direction of the dipole moment? What is the direction of the dipole moment? This is the direction of the dipole moment P. So making an angle theta, let us draw that very neatly. This is the direction of the dipole moment P. If theta is the angle between the length and P, we can write this as P cos theta. And perpendicular to P cos theta will be P sin theta. To understand the figure properly, you try to see how P cos theta and P sin theta is related to the point capital P. It is very important for us to understand, otherwise you will not get the proper knowledge of this. We can say the point P is at axial point with respect to P cos theta. Therefore, electric field intensity at P due to P cos theta is given by, let's say this is E1, is given by the electric field. What will be the direction of the electric field? The electric field will be always directed towards the dipole moment in case of axial case. So the direction of the electric field will be like this, E1. This E1 is due to P cos theta. So E1, what is the expression? The expression is K into 2P cos theta by the distance, that is R cube. Okay. If we name this as O and this is P, by removing the vector sign above the P, we can write it as along OP. Similarly, the point P is at equatorial point with respect to p sine theta. And we all know that for equatorial point the electric field is opposite to the direction of the dipole moment. So this is just opposite. So it is E2. This is due to p sine theta. So what is E2? E2 will be equal to k p sine theta by r cube along the direction will be given by, let us give a name to this point, say C. So we can write it along PC. If this is A, this is B, this is C. So along PC. Along PC. Therefore, net electric field intensity at P. What is the net electric field intensity at P? This can be calculated by parallelogram law of vector addition, and the direction will be like this because the angle between them is 90 degree. So we can write E is equal to root under E1 square plus E2 square plus 2 E1 E2 cos 90 degree, and the value of cos 90 degree is 0, that we all know. So electric field E is equal to root under E1 square plus E2 square, that is equal to root under K2P by R cube, here also there will be a cube, whole square plus Kp by R cube whole square. This is cos theta, and here it will be sin theta. Whole square. So what we are getting? We can say that K P by R cube is out of the root, and we are getting 4 cos square theta plus sin square theta. And we all know that cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So we can write the electric field E as Kp by R cube root under 3 cos square theta plus 1. So this is the expression of electric field intensity at any point due to the electric dipole. Now, if P is at an axial point, then theta will be equal to 0. Theta will be equal to 0. Therefore, electric field at axial point will be equal to Kp by R cube into root under 4, which will come out eventually as K into 2p by R cube, which is same as the formula we have derived in case of axial point. If P is at an equatorial point, then theta is equal to 90 degree. So E equatorial is equal to KQ by R cube root under 1, which will come out as KQ by R cube, which is same as the formula for electric field intensity we have found for equatorial point. So this is very important for us to understand how electric field intensity varies from place to place in due to an electric dipole at different points. Okay, I hope the session was helpful for you. Thank you, students.